Okay, welcome back to Who the Bear Videos. Today I'm going to do a bit of a shootout on two guitars that I own. I'm into a little bit of rock and roll, a little bit of metal, and a little bit of blues rock, I would say, more than anything. And what I'm going to be doing a bit is a review on the differences, some of the differences between two very affordable guitars. This one, which is an Epiphone Flying V, based on the old Epiphone Carina, but this is in black, a little bit more metal. Okay, black and gold. And the other one, which is this. And this is a Dean. Okay, now both guitars, this cost me just over £100. It was a second hand in a shop in Swansea. This one's made in China. Cost me just over £100, to be honest. I think you can probably pick these up for, I would say, second hand about 100, between 100 and 150. And this one here, I would say you can pick them up for between 150 to £250, depending on who the person is who's selling it. This one here actually says 100% inspected and set up in the USA. It's not USA pickup. But this is all standard. Both our guitars are all standard, apart from the pickup selector, which I had to change on this. But I'll explain a little bit further on that later on. Alright, so let's just see how they initially sound. Right, I'm playing through my trusty old Gibson, my trusty old Boss GT100, straight through into a Vox AC15 with a condenser mic just straight into the mixing desk, into the PC. So no direct sounds, it's all mic'd up. Alright. Have to excuse me after mute out my vocal mic in the meantime while I'm playing. So here's the Epiphone. Okay, I would say all of the Flying V's that I've used a Jackson's, I've had this Epiphone now, the Dean, I would say the Gibson, I have played a few Gibsons, but to be fair, if you like a bit of speed, but still a bit of authentic old-time rock looks, this is your beast. This is fantastic. Every one of them that I've played, either Gibson or Epiphone Flying V's, have been fantastically fast, real low action. I don't know what the hell it is about them. Let me read you the spec of it. Let me see. They're based on the Epiphone 1958 Carina Flying Vs. Carina body, set mahogany neck, rosewood fingerboards with dotted inlays, dual covered Alnico classic humbucker pickups. Now both of these guitars are I would say, completely standard. The only thing I've changed is the pickup selector on this. Apart from that, everything else is completely standard. Strung through body, master tone and 2 volume knobs with 3-way switch. So yeah, you've got your 2 volume knobs here and 1 master tone. Alright. As you probably heard, the bridge pickup on this fair bit of bite to it, quite rich, quite dark sounding. But what I love about it is the contrast in sound between that and the neck pickup. A lot of guitars these days, when you switch to the neck pickup, there's hardly any difference. What's the point of having 2 pickups if they sound exactly the same? Might as well just have 1. So yeah, the pickups in it, quite tidy as standard. It says die-cast tuners, but these are Grovers on mine, which Grover tuners are fantastic. Yeah, I think this one is an 2003 model. So yeah, everything is actually standard. 24.75 inch scale. Yeah, cracking. Okay, right, let's plug in the Dean and see the difference. Right. Now, as I said, this one I picked up for £100. I thought it was a bit of a steal, to be honest. Amazing, cracking little shop. If you're in the Swansea area, the shop is Music Station. They're awesome. They're really, really, really good. Thanks very much, guys. They're always done me really, really well down there. Music Station in Swansea, just outside the Swansea Centre. But anyway, so let's have a look now at the Dean. Yeah, so look at the specs on the old the Dean. I think they're actually called Dean VX. Okay, basswood body, bolt-on necks instead of whereas when you had the Epiphone, you had a through neck. With this one, you got a bolt-on neck. Okay, Fender Strats are Boltons. Don't just assume that just because the bolt-on neck is not very good. All right. Maple neck with this, rosewood fingerboard. So whereas you had the mahogany throughout with the Epiphone, yeah. So you got a bit of a difference in neck on this. This one here hasn't got the glossed neck. It's more of the satin finish on the back. All right. Again, Grover tuners, so same Grover tuners as on this as on the Epiphone. 24 3/4 scale neck, 22 frets. Zebra humbucker pickups, Deans. Yeah, Tunematic bridge, Grover tuners, chrome hardware. Okay, so let's have a quick listen to this then. Right, again, same configuration, 2 volume pots, 1 tone. All right, three-way selector, all completely standard. That sounds like this. So, as you can see, both guitars you can pick up for, I would say, on average 150 quid. Second hand, that is. New, I think the Epiphone costs in the region of about 350. This one probably about 200. Both guitars fantastic for rock metal stuff. Yeah, as you can see, they're both more than capable for sort of bluesier sort of tones as well. Mr. Bonamassa uses a Carina Gibson Flying V for some of his stuff. I love these guitars. They're two really, really, really versatile guitars. I wouldn't say they're fantastic for your clean sort of stuff, but even for your average, more lighter sort of rock stuff, they are more than capable. For the price as well that you can get them for, they're fantastic guitars. I know a lot of people don't get on with the seating position on some of them. Myself, I always tend to put the actual, as you can see, basically my knee in between the V there, and play it, and just keep it on a strap. I don't find it any difference. What I have found with Epiphones over the years is the toggle switch tends to go. Hence, I've changed this. That's why it looks a little bit different on there. I've just put a normal aftermarket off Amazon into this, and it's done the job. What I also found was normally the mounting position on an Epiphone one here is sheer. Again, a lot of Epiphones I found that the screws keep on keeping out, but I tend to also find that on some of my old Gibsons as well. I don't know why that they end up to keep turning out. So what I've done is I've taken out the screw point from here, and I've screwed it in the back. If you can see it here. Yeah, I've screwed it on the back. Good old Gross bottle tops. Fantastic strap locks. Again, so yeah, both of them are through body stringing up. Let's see if we can see that there. Possibly not. There we are. Both of them are through body stringing. So yeah, the Epiphones I've just tend to found. I'm not saying that all of them are like that, but I've had a fair few Epiphones now in the last, say, 2 years or so, where I've been swapping and selling guitars, and I found that the toggle switch tend to be a little bit dicky on them. So this is a very, very, very simple job to get swapped out. So apart from that, which one would I, if I had to choose between the two of them, I would say this. This has got a bit more of a richer sound to it, a little more versatile. The Dean, although plays fantastic, especially for the price I paid for it, I would say it's a little bit more bite to the tone, to the pickups on it, than this one here. This here is a little bit more richer sounding, whereas that is a bit more brighter sounding, a bit more attack. This I would say is a bit more of authentic sort of tone, but again that's probably because of it's based on the 1958 Carina. But both fantastic guitars for the money. Highly recommend them. Again, I'm putting it through a GT100 and a Vox AC15 valve amp, but even just to the GT100 or a normal effects unit, you can get a really, really tidy sound through. So that's me for today. Hopefully this has been useful to you. Again, I'm going to be reviewing a lot more gear over the coming months, coming my way. If you do make your own gear or whatever, and you would like me to review it for you and stick it up onto YouTube, by all means send me it, and I'll post. Once I've reviewed it, I'll post it straight back to you. My contact details will be in the description of this. But by all means, yeah, get in touch and we can have a chat about reviewing your gear. All right, so that's for me. Over and out from the Bear World. Cheers. Thanks to that.